Have you ever thought that exercising is always good no matter when or how? I used to believe that too, and believe me, you're not alone. Over 90% of people have this mistaken idea. However, what I often see in my clinic are enthusiastic but misinformed individuals who end up harming their own bodies without realizing it. I recently saw Mr. Fernando Rivas, 79, who traveled from Aguascalientes just for the consultation. He told me that every morning he would walk for a full hour up and down the same hill near his home. At first, he felt invigorated and full of energy, but over time his legs grew heavier and climbing stairs began to cause sharp pain. He thought it was normal for his age, until we discovered that his joints were already inflamed from overuse. The truth is that not every exercise is beneficial at every stage of life, and this is especially critical after age 60 or 70. Movements that exceed your conditioning level tax the heart more quickly, weaken joints, and can actually shorten your vitality instead of extending it. That's exactly why I made this video, to warn you about what you should never do after 60 and to show you safe, truly beneficial alternatives. Over the next few minutes, I'll explain which common mistakes you must avoid and how to adjust your routine to protect your body, build real strength, and preserve joint health. We'll discuss impact reduction techniques, gradual load progressions, and specific warm-ups that prepare the body for effort without risk. I want you to go home feeling stronger, not sorer. And by the way, leave a comment if you've had an experience similar to Fernando's. Which type of exercise do you think did you more harm than good? Your story is essential so I can create increasingly precise and useful content. If this video resonates with you, hit like. It helps the channel reach more people who need this information. Subscribe, hit the bell, and share this content with friends or family who also love staying active. Remember, after 60, the secret isn't to stop exercising, but rather to train smart, respect your limits, and celebrate every gain. Let's embark together on this journey of strength, mobility, and well-being. I want to share with you the 7 worst exercise habits that may be shortening your life without you noticing. If you stay with me until the end, you'll discover how to protect your knees, your spine, and even your heart. You'll understand why sometimes the harder you push, the more your body protests. And most importantly, what to do instead to truly feel better. But attention, if you don't watch this content in full, you risk continuing to repeat mistakes unknowingly and, over time, only increasing pain and medical costs. So, let's go straight to the first dangerous habit that many people think is healthy but can seriously damage your joints. The first mistake is exercising as soon as you get out of bed. Many adults over 60 believe that going for a walk or even a run before sunrise is a great routine, and they've been doing it for years. The intention is good, but the body simply isn't ready. During sleep, your body temperature drops. Muscles relax deeply. The synovial fluid that lubricates the joints decreases. Your blood pressure tends to rise, and the joints become stiffer than usual. By forcing a walk or an intense jog right after waking, you increase the risk of tendon micro-injuries, acute back pain, and knee inflammation. Instead of rushing out for a run, try starting your day with a brief joint warm-up. Gently move your ankles, knees, and hips while you're still in bed or sitting at its edge. Perform circular rotations of each joint for 30 seconds, take a deep breath, and only then stand up to walk at a light pace or do a 5-minute dynamic stretch. This ensures your muscles and joints are lubricated, your heart is accustomed to the gradual increase in rate, and your body is protected from unnecessary impact. And by the way, how much can you transform your body with intelligence and safety? I invite you to join our community, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you don't miss any content, and most importantly, share in the comments which area you feel needs the most work. Is it strength, stability, balance, or that nagging back pain that's been bothering you for a while? I really want to hear your stories so I can tailor future videos to what you truly need. Now tell me, Have you ever woken up and gone straight to the treadmill before coffee? How did you feel afterward? Your experience is essential for me to develop content that truly makes a difference in your health and well-being. Going out for a walk or run immediately upon waking is like starting a cold engine and flooring the accelerator. What happens then? Your heart races while your knees and spine, which are at their most vulnerable at that time of day, take the full brunt of the impact. Just a few days ago, I saw Mrs. Luz Elena Paredes, 76, who told me she had maintained the habit of brisk walking at 5 a.m. for years. But lately, she began to feel severe leg pain and noticed her heart pounding as soon as she woke up. On examination, we found muscle wear and overloading of her cardiovascular system. Don't get me wrong, exercising in the morning isn't bad. The danger is doing it without proper preparation. Moving your body all at once upon rising can become a silent habit that damages your joints and exhausts your heart. So, what to do? It's simple. Upon waking, instead of rushing out, take a few minutes to wake up your body calmly. Start by drinking a glass of warm water to rehydrate and activate your metabolism. Then, do 5 minutes of gentle stretches inside your home. Ankle rotations, knee bends, hip circles, and shoulder raises until you feel your muscles awaken and your joints warm up. The safest time for a more intense workout is between 10 and 11 a.m. when body temperature has risen, muscles have regained tone, and the heart is working more steadily. This not only drastically reduces the risk of injury, but also boosts the benefits of exercise. If you used to walk 30 minutes first thing, try scaling back to just 10 minutes at a relaxed pace, almost like a leisurely stroll. This adjustment can extend your knee's lifespan by years. Remember, it's not about starting early, but starting safely. Adjusting the timing and including a light warm-up makes all the difference in protecting your joints and sparing your cardiovascular system. This way, you care for your body smartly and ensure each step, whether on a treadmill or outside, is an investment in your long-term health. And if you're one of those who still walks every morning with knee pain, this is the perfect time to change that routine. The second habit that harms the joints is doing deep squats, bending all the way down. I see this a lot in my practice. Older adults believe that leg strength is key, so they do deep squats in front of the TV, going down to the floor and getting up repeatedly, sometimes 10, 20, or even 50 times a day, thinking it will keep them sturdy. It may have worked in your 30s or 40s, but after 60, that movement can be a death sentence for your knees. When your knees travel past your toes and your spine rounds forward, you're creating a ticking time bomb for your joints. So what should you do? The answer is simple. Swap the deep squat for an equally effective but much safer exercise. Sit down and stand up from a chair with proper form. Keep your knees bent at no more than 90 degrees, feet hip-width apart, gaze forward, and spine erect. Most importantly, don't push through your legs. Stand by engaging your glutes and contracting them slowly as you return to standing. Slow down and reduce repetitions. Less is more when done mindfully. If you feel knee inflammation or hear cracking, stop immediately. Pushing through it could lead you to the surgeon's scalpel. If you used to do deep squats in front of the TV, try this sit and stand method calmly and safely for a few days. Remember, exercising in maturity isn't about building strength at any cost, but moving without pain and with intelligence. The third habit that can seriously affect your heart is unplanned mountain climbing. Hiking is beloved by many older adults, and many believe that climbing hills or mountains cleanses the body through sweat. I thought so too, but after treating thousands of patients, I discovered that for those over 60, poorly planned trekking is a silent threat, especially on steep ascents without breaks or preparation, as if the body were still 30. It's an effort even young people avoid, and in seniors it can drive heart rate to dangerous levels. Recently, I treated Mr. Benjamin Ortega, 74, who lives in rural Guadalajara. He told me that every Saturday he and his friends would climb a nearby mountain. At first, he felt invigorated, but soon experienced palpitations, extreme fatigue, and even dizziness. That's when we realize the best strategy is gradual preparation. Alternate uphill segments with flat resting stretches, invest in cardiovascular-specific warm-ups, and monitor your heart rate so you don't exceed safe limits. This way, you keep your love for the outdoors without risking your health. In the beginning, Mr. Benjamin still struggled with the climbs, but said that reaching the summit and breathing that fresh air felt like a health reset. Until one of those hikes delivered the clearest warning of all: a crushing chest pressure, cold sweat, and dizziness so intense he nearly collapsed. His friends called for help, and he was taken to the hospital, where the diagnosis was unequivocal: advanced angina. That climb was his heart's final warning. When your body leaves you breathless, it's not a sign you're exercising well, but that you're demanding too much of yourself. So if you love walking outdoors, keep doing it, but intelligently. Choose flat trails with gentle inclines like park paths or lakeside loops. Avoid tackling steep mountains right off the bat. Start with easier routes, build confidence, and if possible, go with a partner. Always carry a charged phone, take regular breaks, sit down to let your heart rate recover, and then continue. Without those rest moments, oxygen won't reach tissues properly, and your body will suffer. Another critical challenge is the descent. Many people feel knee pain when returning from a hike, and it's no coincidence. Descending carelessly turns each step into a tiny impact on the joint, like a continuous hammering. The solution is simple. Use trekking poles to redistribute your weight, bend your knees slightly, and descend slowly, controlling each movement. A pole isn't a sign of weakness, but of wisdom and respect for your body. Remember, training smart doesn't mean giving up the joy of being in nature. It means choosing suitable routes, listening to every beat of your heart, and giving it the rest it deserves. This way, you protect your joints, care for your cardiovascular system, and turn every hike into a safe step toward a healthier, more fulfilling life. Beyond choosing appropriate trails and using poles to protect your knees on the descent, there are other habits you should avoid to keep your heart and joints healthy. The fourth dangerous habit, surprisingly, is holding your breath during exertion. When we climb a hill or lift a weight, we tend to hold our breath, bearing down with our abdomen. This practice drastically increases blood pressure and overloads the cardiovascular system, potentially causing dizziness or pressure spikes. Instead, adopt controlled breathing. Inhale deeply through your nose as you prepare the movement, and exhale through your mouth as you perform the effort. This simple adjustment keeps your heart steadier and improves muscle oxygenation. The fifth common mistake relates to posture during exercise. Spending long minutes in the same movement, such as walking or cycling, with your torso leaned forward overloads the spine and leads to back, shoulder, and neck pain. To correct this, keep your gaze on the horizon, chest open, and shoulders gently pulled back. If you're walking, imagine a line pulling you up by the crown of your head, aligning your entire spine. Improving posture helps distribute weight evenly and reduces the risk of chronic injuries. The sixth habit to avoid is skipping warm-up and cool-down. Many believe that starting the workout right away or finishing without any stretching saves time. In reality, this increases the risk of injury and delayed onset soreness. Spend 2 to 5 minutes before any activity to stimulate circulation with light movements, knee raises, shoulder and torso rotations, or even a short march in place. At the end, perform gentle static stretches, holding each position for 20 to 30 seconds, focusing on the quadriceps, calves, glutes, and lower back. This cool-down helps your body return to rest gradually, avoiding lactic acid buildup and stiffness. Finally, the seventh mistake, perhaps the most common, is ignoring your body's warning signals. That sudden chest discomfort, persistent knee clicking, or a pain that appears at night should not be underestimated. If you experience any sharp pain, immediately reduce intensity or stop the exercise and seek professional advice. Remember, Health is an investment, not an expense. Preventing an injury today can save months of recovery tomorrow. By incorporating these practices, mindful breathing, aligned posture, proper warm-up and cool down, and tuning into bodily signals, and maintaining a moderate activity pace, you ensure your body ages with greater vitality. Consistency, not intensity. Quality, not quantity. Choose exercises that respect your life stage, alternate active days with active rest periods, and celebrate each small achievement. And if you're someone who says, I love climbing mountains, I sweat a lot, I feel alive, but lately you're short of breath and your feet tingle, don't ignore these signs. This isn't mere fatigue, it's a serious alert from your body, so please slow down and prioritize your safety. Trekking should be a pleasurable option, not an obligation, and it's only healthy if you honor what your body truly needs. Fourth dangerous habit: poorly executed arm exercises that harm the shoulders. Many patients tell me, "Doctor, I need arm strength to dress myself, cook, or push up from the toilet," and they're absolutely right. Maintaining shoulder strength is crucial for independence in later life. However, after age 60, shoulder muscles lose mass and take longer to recover. Exaggerated or repetitive movements, like abruptly raising arms overhead or swinging objects quickly, overload this delicate region, potentially causing tendinitis, bursitis, or even small tendon tears, limiting your autonomy. Beyond adjusting your shoulder exercises, it's vital to integrate these movements naturally into your daily life so they stop feeling like just another chore and become part of your self-care routine. A practical tip is to pair exercises with established habits. For example, perform front raises while waiting for your tea or coffee water to boil. Once you've done 3 to 5 reps, rotate your shoulders in gentle circles to complete your session in just a few minutes, without needing a separate block of time. Another important point is to vary the muscle stimulus to avoid stagnation. Each week, try small changes in movement angle. Raise your arms not only forward but also slightly to the sides, keeping them at chest height, or switch circle direction. Go clockwise one day, counterclockwise the next. These simple tweaks recruit different muscle fibers, promoting more balanced development and minimizing tension points. Mindful breathing, mentioned earlier, should accompany every exercise. Inhale deeply through your nose before lifting your arms, and exhale through your mouth as you bring them back to your body. This synchrony between movement and breath optimizes tissue oxygenation, reduces trapezius tension buildup, and helps maintain stable heart rate, especially important for individuals over 60. Beyond physical practice, pay attention to strengthening the supporting musculature, the rotator cuff and the interscapular muscles. Gentle stretches like the bear hug, cross one arm across the chest and gently press with the opposite arm, or the shoulder clasp, interlace hands behind your back and lift your chest, improve mobility and prepare the joint for activation exercises. Reserve 2 to 3 minutes for these stretches before and after your raises to ensure a more flexible, injury-resistant shoulder. And don't forget global core strengthening. A strong trunk supports the entire posterior chain and prevents compensations in the shoulder region. You can include modified planks, on your knees if needed, for 20 to 30 seconds, twice a day, or dead bugs, lying on your back. Extend your right arm and left leg while keeping your lower back gently pressed into the floor, then switch sides. These simple exercises build central stability that positively impacts all your daily movements, including those involving your shoulders. Finally, remember to honor your body with rest and recovery. If on any day you feel increased shoulder pain or notice swelling, take a break and perform only free-range movements without weight, or opt for a spiral stretching session, broad circular motions that involve the entire shoulder complex without load. If discomfort persists, seek professional guidance, as it may indicate a need for deeper adjustments to your exercise program. The journey of strengthening and protecting your joints is ongoing. Over the coming weeks, keep a brief journal. Note how you felt before and after shoulder sessions, which variation gave you greater range, and at what times of day you felt most energized. This self-monitoring turns subjective data into useful insights, helping you tailor your workout based on your body's feedback. And by the way, tell me in the comments, had you already been doing that type of chair-supported squat in your daily life? Did you notice a difference by using a chair for support? Your feedback is essential so we can evolve together. I read every comment and use your responses to craft future videos, always focusing on what can truly help you live better. So comment below which exercise challenged you most or which part of your body you feel needs the most strengthening. Let's build this journey together one step at a time. And if, after adjusting your squat posture, varying the pace on the trails and protecting your shoulders, you find that your body responds well, share it in the comments. Your words might inspire someone else to finally change their routine. Remember, good exercise isn't the kind that drains you at the end, but the kind that makes your body thank you when you stop. Fifth dangerous habit, walking too much to hit goals like the famous 10,000 steps a day. You've probably seen this on TV or read it in a health pamphlet that walking 10,000 steps is the magic formula for well-being. But here's the truth. For many people over 60, especially those already dealing with foot, knee, or back discomfort, that obsession can do more harm than good. I met Mr. Enrique Rosales, 78, from Mexico City. His daughter gave him a smart watch that counted every step, and he began walking nearly 2 hours a day to meet the goal. At first, he felt motivated and even proud, but soon he developed chronic heel pain and a constant twinge in his lower back. The diagnosis? Plantar fasciitis and lumbar spine compression, the result of hours of unbroken walking in unsuitable shoes, causing repeated impact to his joints. This teaches us something fundamental. An aging body no longer tolerates excessive repetition the way it once did. Over time, muscle mass decreases, structural support weakens, and each step, even if it feels gentle, can silently injure feet, knees, and spine. And by the way, tell me in the comments, have you ever used a step counter on your wrist? How about trying this new proposal of 20-minute walks with breaks, then sharing how your body reacted? Your feedback is invaluable so we can create content even more aligned with your needs. Choose sneakers or shoes with good cushioning, ample toe room, and a padded heel. Your body will thank you with every step. And before and after your walk, take a few minutes for a simple stretching ritual. Gently rotate your ankles, stretch your calves against a wall or on a step, and align your spine by tucking your chin back slightly. This little care makes all the difference between ending the day with renewed energy or with pain and stiffness. If you're the kind of person who, seeing you're just 2,000 steps short of your goal, goes out for one more loop, even though you're in pain, now is the time to stop and listen to your body. It's not the number on the watch that matters, but how your legs, your feet, and your breathing feel. Good exercise isn't the kind that leaves you exhausted. It's the kind you can repeat for many years without suffering the consequences. Sixth dangerous habit, following exercise videos on YouTube without adapting them to your age. It's tempting to click on quick 10-minute routine or easy home exercises and copy every movement, but most of those videos weren't designed for people over 60. The pace, range of motion, and even the music can push you past your limits. You might have tried a video that, by the end, left you with more pain than positive results. If that's the case, today is the day to try something gentler. Chair exercises, slow stretches, or a sequence of deep breaths combined with small joint movements. And if you find a channel that truly works for your body, share it in the comments. Your recommendation could be a gift to someone else in our community. Now we've reached the seventh and final dangerous habit, ignoring rest and recovery. Many believe that more is always better, and after an intense week, skip stretching and rest days thinking they're saving time. In practice, this attitude accumulates micro-traumas, creates chronic fatigue, and increases the risk of serious injury. Your body needs pauses to rebuild muscle fibers, replenish energy, and regulate the nervous system. With these 7 guidelines, smart warm-ups, chair exercises instead of deep squats, planned trails, correct breathing, aligned posture, tailored videos, and proper recovery, you'll have a complete wellness program that respects your pace and protects your joints and heart. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these habits made you rethink your routine? Was it exercising without warming up, doing deep squats, climbing mountains unprepared, holding your breath during effort, chasing 10,000-step goals, following random workout videos, or ignoring rest? Share in the comments which habit you most need to change and how you plan to adapt your practice. Your story and challenges are essential for me to create content that meets your exact needs. If this video opened your eyes to a smarter way to care for your body, I warmly invite you to subscribe to the channel. Join our community of people who've decided to train safely, knowing that the secret isn't intensity, but consistency and respect for your limits. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next videos, and if you find this content helpful, share it with someone you love who could benefit from these tips. Let's evolve together, one habit at a time, without hurry but with strong intention, because at the end of the day, what matters isn't the rep count, but the courage to change in order to live better. And if you made it this far, leave a comment with the word focus, so we know you're with us on this journey. Who knows? Your courage may inspire someone else to take the first step today.